The Turkish Stars, the symbol of the superior courage and talent of Turkish pilots, are performing demonstration flights at the anniversary ceremonies of March 18 Martyrs' Day and Çanakkale victory celebrations. The Turkish Stars, the symbol of the superior courage and talent of Turkish pilots, are performing demonstration flights at the anniversary ceremonies of March 18 Martyrs' Day and Çanakkale victory celebrations. What is Turkish Stars? When was it founded? Here is the history of Turkish Stars. What is Turkish Stars? When was it founded? Here is the history of Turkish Stars. Turkish Stars is the national acrotim team of the Turkish Air Force. Establishment order was given on November 7, 1992 and training began on December 25, 1992 with 4 NF-5 aircraft. Turkish Stars is the national acronym team of the Turkish Air Force. Establishment order was given on November 7, 1992 and training began on December 25, 1992 with 4 NF-5 aircraft. Called Turkish Stars, the acronym made its debut with 4 NF-5 AB Harriet fighter jets on June 18, 1993 at Akinci/Ankara 4th Main Jet Base Command. Called Turkish Stars, the acronym made its debut with 4 NF-5 AB Harriet fighter jets on June 18, 1993 at Akinci/Ankara 4th Main Jet Base Command. The Turkish Stars acrotimi was introduced to the Turkish people on October 5, 1994, at the 8th Main Jet Base Command in Diyarbakir, during the Republic Day ceremonies of October 29, 1994. The 100th show of Turkish Stars was exhibited at Ankara Ataturk Cultural Center. The center is within the scope of the October 29, 2000 Republic Day celebrations. Turkish Stars organize demonstration flights on important days and weeks every year. The Turkish Stars acrotimi was introduced to the Turkish people on October 5, 1994, at the 8th Main Jet Base Command in Diyarbakir, during the Republic Day ceremonies of October 29, 1994. The 100th show of Turkish Stars was exhibited at Ankara Ataturk Cultural Center. The center is within the scope of the October 29, 2000 Republic Day celebrations. Turkish Stars organize demonstration flights on important days and weeks every year. Who is Seyit Onbaşy? Seyit Onbaşy, whose real name is Seyit Ali Kabak, was born in 1889 in Kamlik village of Havran district of Balıkesir. Seyit, the son of a poor landless peasant, was drafted into the army in 1909 at the age of 20. In 1912, the Balkan War had begun. Seyit was a soldier for 3 years at that time. He participated in the Balkan War. When the First World War broke out in 1914, Seyit was not discharged. He was sent to Çanakkale as a gunner. Big and very strong, Koca Seyit was assigned as a gunner in the Rumelian Battery of 28 in Kilitbahir on the Rumeli side. On March 18, 1915, the British battleship Ocean was forcing the Dardanelles. At around 5:30 a.m., some ships from the Allied fleet came under very heavy fire in order to silence the Rumeli Mesadaisi, which had been harassing them in the last minutes. Seyit looked towards the sea. Enemy ships were raising flames and smoke from their deeply sunk turrets. Seyit first looked at the ships, then the cannon, and finally the 215 AK, approximately 275 kilos, shell lying on the ground. In his own words, the bullet was telling him, "Drive me to the barrel." Big Seyit shot the bullet in his back and staggered towards the ball, stepped on the steps of the stairs, and forcefully drove the bullet into the barrel and locked it in his breech. Seyit, who turned the barrel backwards and adjusted the distance as he knew it, fired the cannon after drawing a basmala. The first bullet fell long. He brought another one and drove it into the barrel. This time it was short. But the third shell exploded in the stern of the foremost ship and in the water section. And a thick black smoke rose from the enemy ship. It was the Ocean, the warship that Koca Seyit hit with the bullet he carried on his back and placed in his cannon. This British ship was buried in the waters of the Bosphorus, or rather, in the depths of history. Cevat Pasha demanded that Koca Seyit's picture be taken, while he was carrying a 275-kilogram cannonball on his back. The photographer came, preparations were made. Seyit had to carry the bullet on his back like that day. But no matter how hard Seyit tried, he could not carry the bullet for nothing. So the secret was something else. In that case, there were no conditions that required him to carry the bullet on his back, and it was not something that could be done as a demonstration. There was a different power behind it. Thereupon, a wooden bullet the size of a bullet was made so that great success that cost history could be documented as a document. Koca Seyit took that bullet on his back, and went in front of the photographer. History of the Gallipoli Wars. Gallipoli Historic Site Eceabat. Gallipoli Wars. Gallipoli Ruins is in the Marmara region, within the provincial borders of Çanakkale. In 1973, the Gallipoli Peninsula was declared a historical national park. Its area is 33,490 hectares. With the law number 6546 on the establishment of the Çanakkale Wars Gallipoli Ruins Presidency, which was published and entered into force on June 28, 2014, the national park qualification was removed, and it was reclassified as an archaeological site. The Battle of Çanakkale is a defense epic won by the Turkish nation's superhuman resistance against the world's most powerful states under the leadership of Staff Lieutenant Colonel Mustafa Kemal. In this war that lasted for 8.5 months, both sides of the Bosphorus turned into hell, and nearly 500,000 lives were lost. Monuments erected in memory of hundreds of thousands of martyrs in the Battle of Gallipoli, one of the biggest battles in the world between the Allied powers and the Ottoman army in the First World War, not only reminds the suffering of the war, but also reveals one of the magnificent victories of history. The historic site, with monuments rising on the cherished memories of more than 250,000 Turkish martyrs in areas where more than 250,000 British, French, Australian, and New Zealand soldiers are buried, tells the world the value of peace today. Çanakkale land and sea battles are commemorated with ceremonies on March 18 and April 24 each year. Çanakkale Martyrs Monument. It is on the Hizarlik Hill, rising behind Morto Bay, at the tip of the Gallipoli Peninsula. It was built in memory of those who were martyred in the Çanakkale Wars. As a result of a project competition, the project prepared by Dogan Ercanbaz, Ismail Utkular and Feridun Kip was chosen among 37 projects, and the foundation of the monument was laid on April 19, 1954. It was opened to the public on August 21, 1960. 45th anniversary of the Second Anafardalar victory. The reliefs on the feet of the main plinth were completed in 2002, and changes were made in 2004 in the ceremonial area and the symbolic martyrdom area. The monument, which was restored in 2005, took its final shape in 2007 with the construction of a new martyrdom on it. Site. The 41.70 centimeters high monument rises on four legs on an area of 625 square meters. From a distance, it looks like the letter M of Mehmetçik. A mosaic Turkish flag was carved on the ceiling of the monument. The symbolic martyrdom, which was built in 1992 on the left side of the entrance of the monument, was made for our martyrs, whose life and most valuable asset ran to Çanakkale from every corner of our country. On the right side of the entrance gate of the martyrdom are the following words, which Mustafa Kemal wrote to foreign soldiers in 1934 and read by the then Minister of Interior Sukru Kaya on Anzac Day. Mothers who sent their sons from faraway lands. Calm your tears. Your children are in our bosom. They will sleep peacefully and peacefully. After they gave their lives in this land, they are now our children.